So you guys know the drill. Go ahead and raise your hands and get the questions in the queue, and we'll go ahead and get it started with Coach. So who's first here? All right, Gabe, go ahead.
Yeah, DJ, everybody knows obviously about Nick, but just kind of curious what you've seen, around him and who's jumped out to you in the first few days here of camp.
You're saying on the other side beside Nick?
Yeah, just as far as the rest of the linebacking core.
I got you. Well, not to mess your question up, but Nick Bolton's competing for a starting job like everybody else. He's looking good. We got about 4 guys in the rotation right now. So it'd be Nick Bolton, Aubrey Miller, Devin Nicholson, and Chad Bailey.
Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, about Nick, how has he kind of looked compared to what you saw on film? Like, how is he looking in person now that actual practices are kind of starting up?
I think he looks good. He's starting where he left off last year. The biggest thing with him is just being consistent, just being consistent and being more of a vocal leader and just being that same guy day in and day out.
Colin, go ahead.
Hey, Coach Smith. Drink was telling us yesterday the point of adding the grad transfers they did to the team was he wanted guys to compete for spots immediately. You guys added Ben Key, but not really anybody else. Do you feel like the team has done a good job of building up that depth and competition just through regular recruiting?
I think we have. I think we've went out and ID'd the guys that we think that can make this program better, and that's what we did. And we're still always building, always working towards the future, just taking it a day at a time.
Mitch 40, go ahead, Mitch.
Hey, DJ, I'm just curious, did Nick ever approach you or talk to you about uncertainty, about thoughts of opting out or his options for this season with the NFL being a potential in his future, or was that not a conversation you all even had?
No, we never even had the conversation. Nick's a competitor. He's a grinder. And as far as I'm concerned, he's here day in and day out working for us to win a championship.
So Richie, go ahead.
Hey, DJ, I was just wondering, it seems like on defense, you're one of 2 new coaches, but the rest, scheme, players is pretty much all the same. I guess, how is it kind of, folding in yourself who's new into something kind of already established?
I think, the longer you are in this profession, you learn how to adapt to certain environments. The continuity has been great. Coach Walters, Coach Haley, and Coach Gibbs have welcomed me and Coach Harbison in with open arms. We've been allowed to have a voice and to speak up. So I think that's been really good for the room.
Andy Kimball, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. I know Chad is kind of a younger guy who has had injuries at the beginning of his career. What has he kind of done to stand out to you this week in camp?
I think he's really gotten his body in physical conditioning. I challenged him when I first met him. I said, you got to be a guy that can run all day and play every down. You can't be a guy that's a first and second down linebacker. You got to be a 3-down player and sometimes even a 4-down player. So he's accepted the challenge and he's shown up so far.
Eric Blum, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, obviously part of your reputation precedes you. I think you didn't lose as a high school player. You were an All-American in college, played in the NFL. What about all those successful experiences do you use now? Is it just like, look what I've done and look what I can do for you, or how do you use that part of your experience to help coach these guys?
For me, I don't make it about me. It's about these kids. It's about these guys. I just try to use the things that I've learned, like you said, and just, hey, a little couple things here, a little couple things there. And just, I'm a tough ass dude and I grind, man. And I just try to instill that into the group.
All right. Anything else for Coach Smith before we let him go? Raise your hands if you guys got anything. All right. We'll go ahead and let him go with that. Thanks, Coach.
I appreciate y'all.